Hello friends, I am Rohan Sharma. I mentor you in this program. Today we discuss small saving schemes. The small saving scheme is very much important and they give you a lucrative returns if you understand it well. So in this lecture, we discuss about all saving schemes in detail. First of all, we have to discuss about the advantages of saving schemes in India. There is a robust saving schemes. The government India offer a robust and secure saving instruments for individuals with a variety of investment objectives. There is a hassle-free services. These saving schemes are customized to offer streaming and seamless applications and their maintenance. There is a Government of India offers extensive range of saving scheme which caters the varied need of financial goals of our Indian citizens. Then the long-term financial strategies can be played out with the help of these saving schemes. You can get these small saving schemes either for your long-term financial goals, children's education, children's marriage, retirement plan, or any other mode. In this lecture, we discuss 5 major popular saving schemes in India. We discuss National Saving Certificates, we discuss Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, we discuss Senior Citizen Saving Schemes, we discuss Kisan Vikas Patra, and we discuss Atal Pension Yojana. All these schemes are very lucrative and you can consider it for your retirement planning or for your long-term financial goals. The first of all, we discuss the National Saving Certificates. So National Saving Certificate is a scheme offered by Government of India for fixed income investments that can be opened with any post office. It involves a saving bond that proves to be tax efficient for the investors. The government meet their borrowing needs through National Saving Certificates. There are various silent features and benefits of National Saving Certificate schemes. There are 2 types based on their maturity period of 5 years and 10 years for National Saving Certificate. National Saving Certificates do not have any maximum limit of purchase. However, you can only get 1,50,000 rupees tax benefit under Section 80C. The current rate of interest on National Saving Certificate is 7.6% per annum. In the National Saving Certificate, you can invest as small as 100 rupees and increase the amount as per your convenience. Acceptable collateral by banks, financial institutions, as well as security for a secured loan. That means if you are invested in National Saving Certificates, then you can give as a collateral for your loans. It acts as a financial security and support for the nominee on the unforeseen demise of the investor. The entire maturity value is payable to the investor when the investment completes its maturity tenure. However, TDS on National Saving Certificate payouts are applicable. National Saving Certificate is not completely tax-free. Investors are not eligible for premature withdrawals unless exceptional circumstances like sudden death of the investor or the legal order of the court is there. Now we discuss Kisan Vikas Patra in detail. Kisan Vikas Patra, launched in the year of 1988, is one of the most preferred saving scheme for the Indian Postal Department. Post its initial phenomena success, this saving scheme was discontinued in 2011 as a result of its being misused. It is again reintroduced in 2014 after experiencing the high demand. Silent features and benefits of Kisan Vikas Patra scheme. What attract the applicant of the saving scheme is that the principal amount doubles in 118 months. That means you can double the amount in 9 years and 10 months at an interest rate of 7.3% per annum. The Kisan Vikas Patra are available in the multiples of 1000 rupees, 5000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees, and you can easily initiate the minimum purchase by 1000 rupees. It does not have a maximum limits. It is encashed prematurely after 2.5 years from the issuance date. The account of the savings scheme can be transferred from one bank or post office to another, from one individual to another also. So this savings scheme is easily transferable from one person to another person. Now we discuss Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. It is introduced by Indian Ministry of Finance, the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana savings scheme, to financially secure the future of girl child and support her future ambitions. There are various features and benefits of Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana saving schemes. It attracts an annual interest rate of 8.1% on the principal amount. That is one of the highest in saving scheme of its kind. The account for this saving scheme can be opened by any post office or authorized bank of India. That means you can open the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana in any of the post office or any of the banks. You can make a deposit in the denomination of 100 rupees. The initial deposit applicable range from minimum 1000 rupees to a maximum 1,50,000 rupees per year. The maturity term is 21 years from the issuance date, and the account holder to pay into the account for a total term of 14 years. That means you should start the Sukanya Samriddhi before the age of 7. This saving scheme account can be transferred from one bank account or post office to the another bank account anywhere in the India. Now we discuss Atal Pension Yojana in detail. It is a saving scheme that is designed to cater for the welfare of weaker section in the society. It is also applicable to individuals, especially those working unorganized sector who require the financial support from the government-sponsored welfare programs. This serves as a robust pension plan for their post-retirement years. Applicant pay a very low premium and enjoy the fruits of a robust and the reliable pension plan. There are various silent features of the Atal Pension Yojana scheme. The Atal Pension Yojana scheme is between the age group of 18 years and 40 years are the eligible to apply. Atal Pension Yojana is a very low premium amount, but it is paid for a minimum duration of 20 years. However, if you pay the higher premium amount, then higher payable will be given to you as a pension. It is mandatory for the applicant to hold an active saving account in any of the bank. The applicant cannot apply, be a policy holder of any other statutory saving scheme. Now we discuss the Senior Citizen Saving Scheme in detail. The Senior Citizen Saving Scheme was especially planned in the mind the unique needs of senior citizens in India. This is the individuals that have at least the 60 years of age. However, individual between the age of 55 and 60 and who is retired or opt a voluntary retirement scheme are also eligible for Senior Citizen Saving Scheme. And that is issued within 1 month of the receipt of retirement benefits. The interest rate that is applicable for Senior Citizen Saving Scheme is 8.3%, that is compounding quarterly and payable on any of these days in a financial year. You can take 31st March, 30th June, 30th September and 31st December. That means every quarter you can payable your amount. The tenure of saving scheme is for 5 years. Investor is eligible for making a payment in one deposit into a saving scheme and in the multiple of 1000 rupees. The maximum amount that cannot be more than 15 lakh rupees in senior citizen saving schemes. The account is transferable from one bank account to another bank account or from one post office to another. The saving scheme account can be closed before the completion of full tenure, provided that the investor pays 1.5% of the deposit amount in the first year and 1% of the amount in the second year. The tenure you can further extend for a maximum of 3 years after the maturity term of 5 years as per the discretion of the investor. If the investor wants to withdraw amount after the completion of 1 year or its extended term, the saving scheme account can be closed prematurely without any deductions. The accumulated interest attracts TDS at source if the interest exceeds 10,000 rupees annually. The account of the saving scheme enables investors to avail tax deductions under Section 80C. I hope so you enjoy the saving schemes which is offered by the Government of India and which give you the attractive rate of returns and give you an option for your retirement plannings. If we conclude this lecture, it can be concluded in 3 major points. The first important point is you have to cap the liquidity needs before investing in any of the small saving schemes. The second important thing is you can take the lucrative interest rates along with the low risk appetite in the small saving schemes. And the third important thing is that the small saving schemes will give you a surety of the repayment by the Government of India. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.